Good morning. So I am Coach Kim. This is July 1st. We are heading into a very odd time this summer. Independence Day is coming up. 4th of July is coming up. Usually it's a big celebration time. I think a lot of us are feeling, a little nervous about the future. I know people I'm working with, business owners I'm working with are. And I was thinking about it today, kind of about what do we need to do as we move forward right now? Because it can be very easy to get down. It can be very easy to get into a complaining place, focusing on the problems, being frustrated all the time, being angry all the time. It can be super, super easy. And I know for many businesses, this has not been easy overall. And right now with things kind of shutting back down because we've been, quite frankly, stupid with how we've handled this reopening in most places. We've acted like there's nothing going on. And I don't care what political persuasion you are, we have to be smarter than this. It's just ridiculous. So obviously there is a problem and we need to do things to take care of ourselves and take care of other people. And that's simple stuff and we all know what it is. And for whatever reason, people don't want to do it. I guess it's your right, but it's not really because it affects everybody else. So trying to look at this as how do I move forward through this time, even when things are frustrating and I don't have any control because we have no control, right? We have expectations, or maybe we had expectations on things opening back up. Summer was here, everything's gonna be fine. Well, that's just not the reality. So we have to make sure we're grounded in what's true and grounded in what we can do and then how we're gonna do it. So there's 3 steps to this that I've been thinking about. The first thing is the reality piece. We have to be realistic about what's going on. For whatever reason, our government, and one in particular, is not realistic about it. I don't know if there's a mental issue that he has or if he's just a narcissist and he doesn't care about anybody else, but the reality is he's out of touch. He has no idea and for whatever reason is not leading at all. So we have to be realistic. We cannot rely on anybody else to help us get through this. If we're going to change our state or our community and get this under control and be able to open up and have back sort of a normal life again, it's gonna look different, but we can actually do things. We have to take care of ourselves and other people. So being realistic about what the truth is, turning and facing it, stop hiding from it and denying it and pretending like this is all gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. We have to figure out how to work together to do that. And I mean all of us. This is not a political thing. This is not a black and white thing. This is everybody banding together to get past what this bigger problem is at the moment. Because without your health, you don't have anything. So that's the first step, being realistic, facing reality. When I accept reality for what's really happening, whether I like it or not, I stop suffering because all of a sudden then I know exactly what I can do to start moving forward, which is the second step, taking action. I'm a coach. I like taking action. I like helping my clients take action. And when people are complaining all the time about problems and focusing on problems, it can get really old. So if you're somebody who finds yourself, maybe you're complaining a lot about certain things, maybe it's about the government, maybe it's about the pandemic, maybe it's about businesses, maybe it's just about I can't go on vacation or I can't do the things I want to do, and you're complaining. Take a look at that, because the reality is that doesn't help. I understand people need to vent and you need to get your feelings out, and we can do that for a bit, but at some point we have to make a choice that I'm not going to complain about this anymore. I'm going to figure out what I can do. So we call it setting your RAS, your reticular activating system. And it's a place in the base of your brain. So it's the compass of your brain. And what happens is when we're focused on problems, we bring more problems. But when we're focused on solutions or we're focused on opportunities, that's what seems to show up. And it's not that it's magic, it's just that your brain, it's the compass in your brain, the reticular activating system is looking for those opportunities versus looking for the problems. So it's a big difference. So if you can shift your mindset and say, you know what, yeah, this sucks. This is the reality of the situation right now. What can I do though to move forward? And maybe there are opportunities either for my business, for my life, for my relationships, whatever is your challenge right now. What is the opportunity? Maybe it's an opportunity to go deeper in your spiritual practices. Maybe it's an opportunity to get in better shape. Maybe it's an opportunity to figure out, what's in your own backyard that you can go visit and see versus having to travel somewhere else. Maybe it's an opportunity to save money. Maybe it's an opportunity to find other business strategies or business models or services or products that you can offer that will diversify your business so that if something like this happens again, you won't be hit so hard. Maybe it's an opportunity to close your business down and start a whole new business that you really want. I have no idea. But when we look at what are the opportunities, things start to show up. And then we know what we can take action on. But you have to be focused on improving things, not just complaining about things. And again, you have to be in the reality. You have to be seeing the whole picture for what it truly is, okay? So we see the reality, we focus on opportunities for whatever that means in this moment, and those start to show up, and then we know how to take action. And the third piece is trying to remain inspired. This is very hard right now for most of us, I think, because every day there's bad news. So it's about not watching the news so much. We know, you can get the highlights easily from somewhere. But I know for me, if I have the news on too long, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is just depressing. There's nothing to look forward to. It seems this is never going to change. We're all a bunch of idiots because we've done all this to ourselves, and we're just stuck in this situation, and we're never going to get out. And that's not true. We will get out. This will change eventually. Everything's impermanent. But there has to be a level of us taking care of ourselves to be inspired. So look at what really inspires you. Is it listening to talks? Is it reading books? Is it podcasts? Is it videos? Is it television shows that are inspirational or music that's inspirational? Is it talking to certain family members or friends that lift you up versus, focus on the problems and drag you down? Is it doing some sort of art? Does that inspire you? All of these things are really, really important to keeping us somewhat more positive and focused again on the good and the opportunities that will, because there are many, many things that will arrive. And I have so many clients that are doing this that are like, wow, I never even knew I could do this, or I never thought about this in my business. But now that this has happened, I have to, and now I can, and now I have the space. Or, I can't do what I was doing, so now I have to make changes, and they're doing that. Some people are closing their businesses, but they have other ideas for other new businesses. So things end, things change, things are impermanent. It's not easy and it hurts, but we grow when things are painful. We don't grow when things are easy. Because why would we? We wouldn't change, all right? Things are easy. We're not going to change. So when things are hard and we don't like it anymore, it motivates us to make a change. So take a step back. If you're finding yourself, getting down or frustrated or angry about what's going on, and just look at those different things. What's the reality? And be in reality, be real about it. Listen to the smart people who are talking about this. And even if you voted for Trump, what I feel like is people who voted for him, I don't know if it's a fear admitting that they were wrong or what. But it's okay. We all screw up, right? Like I've done things, many, many things in my past that did not work out well for me. And I had to admit it to myself and then make corrections. So make corrections on the things that you feel like you screwed up on. If you don't feel like you screwed up on that, that's totally fine. That's your, whole prerogative to do that or not. But I'm just saying, don't let your pride or your ego keep you from course correcting, because that's the biggest tragedy. If we let our egos get in the way, and we don't make changes either to our businesses or our lives because we've, done something and we can't admit to ourselves we screwed up, we'll never get anywhere. And that's the whole point of growing and learning, is to admit our mistakes, no matter what they are, and to make those changes. So, be in reality. The second piece, figure out how to focus on opportunities versus problems. Be optimistic. Look for the good. There is good in everything. Look for the good. And the third is figure out a way to keep yourself inspired. What are the things you can do to take care of yourself? And I promise you, if you do these things continuously, and you got to work on them every single day, things will slowly start to change. You'll see new opportunities. You'll take new steps. Your actions will move you in a new direction. You'll find people that support you, resources will support you. Everything that is in alignment with your greater good is working for you. But you have to take the steps, and you have to be grounded in what's true. All right? So see if that helps. Good luck, and I will talk to you soon.